A lot of people and organizations care about Black and brown kids and their future. But what are we missing? Welcome to the Road to Ambition podcast. In every episode, we're exploring a new angle on what our teens need to thrive in college, career, and in life. We're on a mission to turn every teen's smartphone into a device that guides them towards personal transformation and truly thriving. Join our founder, Remi, along with others, as we delve into the journey of ambition and share insights on making a meaningful impact on Black and brown teens. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Remi, I think you and I met 3 years ago through a mutual friend. I'd heard about you and Dimitri, what you were doing. I was super intrigued, and I want to just share a little bit in a minute about why I was intrigued. But first of all, I just want to say welcome to this show. Thank you for entertaining this as a concept, because this was kind of my idea, because I'm so fascinated by what you guys are doing, and I wish other people could see it. So just want to say welcome, say hi, and then maybe you can set the context for how you and I got introduced in the first place. And by doing that, share like this big idea that you have with Ambition Angels.
Yeah, I think this happens to me all the time. I talk with folks and share what we're doing, why we're doing it, what our vision for the world is. And then they say, well, you have to meet blank.
Yeah.
And you were one of those blanks.
Yeah.
And then we met and it was like, got it. I get why they said
Yeah.
that. I think it's because as at the risk of sounding like arrogant, I hope this doesn't come off as arrogant, but like true youth developers, you know, like at heart, really passionate about the potential of kids.
Yes.
And really passionate about finding out what do they need to unlock what's in them.
Yeah.
Because we believe that the world will be better when that's the case. And so I connect with anybody who shares that vision of the world and vision of young people. And that's what really has driven my entire career and is at the heart of what Ambition Angels is. Yes, we leverage technology and we think that it can scale in a way that's exciting. But at the heart of it, it's about how we see kids. And for us, our focus really is on communities that have been, segregated and often have high concentration of poverty and have these kids who are hungry, who are ambitious, who want to flourish, who want to live thriving lives, right? And our vision is that those folks who oftentimes are disempowered can be empowered to, with skills, with resources, with support and with opportunities that they need to live thriving lives. And when each individual does that, then we see thriving communities, then we see thriving regions, then we see a thriving nation. And I think our nation is better when those type of things happen. And so this is in true service of that.
And I am a part of this, one, because like you said, I'm also a true youth developer, and it's invigorating to talk to someone else who has both been in the work, but also thinks about the work, Right. And you and I, since we first met, we like talking shop. We like talking about kids and themes and how to support and what's not working. And a part of the reason I'm so enthralled by partnering with you and being on these episodes with you is because I've gone down the path for years of trying to get this kind of work into schools through the school system. And if you're listening from the school system, if you're a district leader, if you're a teacher, thank you for what you're doing. And I hope that I don't come across as cynical towards your work, but I saw the limitations of that as a model to scale. And meeting you and Dimitri, it was like a major light bulb for me of like, this is the way. This is the way.
Yeah.
The way I was trying it is not going to work. This is the way that it can work. And so maybe you can give us a sneak peek of what we're going to get into in these first few episodes together.
Yeah. Well, I think, one of the reasons why you brought up the idea of a podcast and this kind of long form opportunity to just have conversations is because there's so many interesting worlds we're swimming in around youth development, right? And specifically what we're trying to do. This first season, we really just want to take folks into the mind of the creators behind Ambition and Ambition Angels, you know, a little bit of our backstory, the problem we've seen that have really driven us to create the solution itself, and the vision for the solution. Like as of right now, when we're launching this, like we're at the onset of a journey, which is why we call it Road to Ambition, because it really is going to be a journey to creating something that hopefully has impact at scale. We'll talk about, you know, the research behind how are we going to know that it works, and how are we going to build a company that can sustain that growth. And then as we build, and we'll talk about the app itself and the content that we deliver, it covers so many different topics that we think teens really need to learn in order to thrive and therefore contribute their max to the world. And so that means we're going to have conversations around mental health. We're going to have conversations around social media and its impact. We're going to have conversations around job opportunity and career development and college. And I think that this kind of podcast is for anyone who really cares about teens and recognizes that we are at a unique moment in history where things are rapidly changing, where there are brand new challenges facing the future of our youth. And someone has to be thinking about it and creating for it. And we want to be one of the people who are doing that and also trying to lead in that conversation.
And for my role, I serve as the president of a company called the U School. We've been designing curriculum for kids. Half the time has been in the types of environments you're talking about, the kinds of students you're reaching. And so that'll be my perspective through this, is how do you frame conversations, design curriculum? And with your resources, your perspective, and Demetrix, it's just this really, really interesting partnership. And so part of the idea behind this season is, what if we went on this journey with you as you're trying to figure this out, which is different than you going off into, I don't know, like the nonprofit cave to try to figure it out on your own and then announce to us. Like we're going to go on the journey with you. And I think that means there's an inherent vulnerability. You're going to be sharing some stuff you're not totally sure about yet. And I think that's exciting. That's what I'm so excited to be a part of this journey with you guys, to help you figure out how to uncover what the secrets are.
Yep. And I would say to anyone who's listening, as you hear this, if there's something that resonates, if there's an idea you have, if there's something that doesn't resonate and you want to push back, like our emails are there, Remi at ambitionangels.org. My phone number is, no, I'm just joking, but like reach out, you know, because we want to be in conversation with anybody who cares about this. This is a national problem. This is not a Remi problem. And therefore, this is a national solution. This is not a Remi solution. It's not a Demetrix solution. We really see this as a movement that requires all the people who care about it. And so we're excited to have folks along the journey with us.
Yeah. So join in the conversation, listen in to the first few episodes. Love to hear from you. This is The Road to Ambition.
Thanks again for joining us on this episode of Road to Ambition. If you want to join our mission to empower Black and brown teens, reach out to us at remi@ambitionangels.org. Remember to subscribe to our podcast for more thought-provoking discussions. Until next time, stay ambitious.